June 2026 gives us a little bit of a good indie game release. However, there are still a few indie games that piqued my interest, so here are 10 of the best indie games in June 2026. At number 10, Timberline Studio has served up something truly special with Beastro, a brilliant, crunchy, cozy culinary adventure that seamlessly blends farming, cooking minigames, and deep deck-building mechanics. Stepping into the shoes of Panko, a young apprentice chef, feels instantly charming, and the core loop of growing ingredients to whip up meals for visiting heroes is incredibly satisfying. What I absolutely love about this game is how taste meets tactics. The dishes you craft actually dictate the cards your caretakers use in their turn-based puppet theater-style battles. It's such an innovative approach to the RPG genre, making every carrot harvested and every fish caught feel meaningful to the overarching quest of saving the world. Taking the 9th spot is The Last Salvage Squad, an electrifying 2.5D FPS from Sunfish Kumano that wears its retro sci-fi inspirations like a badge of honor. Throwing you into a post-apocalyptic Earth overrun by gargantuan alien weapons, this game strips away the bloat and focuses purely on high-octane arcade-style action. The bite-sized, fast-paced missions are dangerously addictive, perfectly capturing that just one more run mentality as you experiment with different loadouts and leverage the terrain to dismantle multi-legged robotic invaders. Personally, I am obsessed with the game's bold visual identity. Its distinct visual options, including a brilliant virtual boy-style filter, make every explosion and frantic firefight pop with nostalgic flair. Coming in at number 8 is the wildly imaginative Moldwasher, which takes the incredibly satisfying mechanics of the pressure washing genre and flips them completely on their head. You play as a brave, sentient piece of sushi, specifically a nigiri, armed with everything from a high-pressure hose to a literal flamethrower, tasked with cleaning a neglected, mold-infested refrigerator. The sheer absurdity of the premise is what won me over instantly. But the actual gameplay loop is where the game truly shines, offering a deeply relaxing, meditative experience backed by a phenomenal lo-fi soundtrack. It is immensely gratifying to blast away sticky grime, swap between tools like leaf blowers and pickaxes on the fly, and slowly transform a disgusting freezer into a sparkling clean haven. Securing the 7th spot is Cursemark, a dark fantasy action roguelite by Clyde Games that delivers some of the most chaotic and exhilarating combat of the year. As a cursed mage knight, you're thrust into the unknown lands with a progression system that encourages near-limitless build diversity through its brilliant rune mechanics. The way you can completely alter abilities like adding chain lightning to a simple sword swing or causing ice pillars to erupt from a fireball makes every single run feel like a fresh, explosive experiment. I was blown away by the sheer responsiveness of the hack-and-slash mechanics and the incredible visual spectacle of turning the screen into a storm of magical chaos. In the 6th position, we have Solarpunk, a breathtakingly serene survival crafting game from Cyberwave that trades the usual genre stress for pure, uninterrupted creativity. Set in a technologically advanced world of floating islands, the game allows you to build a cozy home base, cultivate crops, and construct your very own airship to explore the skies at your own pace. What makes this title a standout for me is its brilliant energy system, where you harness sunlight, wind, and water to automate your farming and resource gathering, tying the mechanics beautifully to the game's eco-friendly themes. Playing this either solo or cooperatively with friends is a profoundly relaxing experience. There are no raids and no combat pressures, just the peaceful symbiosis of living alongside animals and meticulously decorating your skybound sanctuary.
Calls. Board your own airships together. Explore distant
fate of the worlds.
is in your
Claiming the
hands.
5th spot is Witchspire, a magical survival crafting experience that enchants players from the moment they step into its cozy fantasy world. Envart Games has crafted a beautifully stylized universe where you gather resources, construct elaborate magical homes, and uncover deep spell-based progression alongside your very own adorable familiars. The sheer joy of discovery in this game is palpable, and I found myself completely engrossed in the process of learning new spells to aid not just in combat, but also in gathering and building. Having magical companions follow you around as you explore dense, vibrant forests adds so much heartwarming character to the survival loop, elevating it above standard genre fare. Roaring into the 4th spot is the viral sensation MECCHA CHAMELEON, an asymmetrical multiplayer hide-and-seek game that has rightfully taken the gaming community by storm this month. The genius of this indie hit lies in its incredibly unique camouflage mechanic, where players, acting as the chameleons, use an in-game color picker and drawing tools to seamlessly blend their blobby bipedal characters into the environment. I haven't laughed this hard in a multiplayer game in years. The sheer tension of standing perfectly still disguised as a wall texture while a seeker walks right past you is exhilarating.
I miss you already. Signed.
Taking the bronze medal at number 3 is Crushed in Time, a phenomenally clever point-and-click adventure that reunites the beloved bumbling duo of Sherlock Holmes and Dr. Watson. Developed by Draw Me a Pixel, the game throws our iconic investigators into a hilarious meta-fictional time travel plot, where they must navigate the actual stages of their own video game's development to solve a missing person case. The writing is incredibly sharp, fully voiced by a talented cast that nails the comedic timing, and the shift to beautiful, stylized 3D graphics adds a fantastic new layer to the studio's signature elastic gameplay. I absolutely adore how you can physically grab, pull, and release elements of the environment to solve puzzles that constantly break the fourth wall in the most surprising ways.
Holmes, the world is crumbling down! Mr. Wilhelm...
Just missing the top spot and number 2 is Tabletop Tavern, an awe-inspiring roguelike real-time strategy game that flawlessly marries the grand scale of massive faction clashes with the addictive meta progression of a roguelite. You are tasked with recruiting and commanding diverse armies, from towering orc trolls to disciplined Viking infantry across a brutal, beautifully stylized tabletop miniature campaign. The tactical depth here is staggering. I'm constantly impressed by how much terrain, positioning, and unit synergies dictate the flow of combat, making every large-scale skirmish feel like a high-stakes war game brought vividly to life. Earning the coveted number 1 spot this June is Voidling Bound, an absolute triumph of an indie game that masterfully fuses fast-paced third-person shooting with deep, satisfying creature progression. Developed by Hatchery Games, you take control of highly customizable, evolving monsters called Voidlings as they battle to cleanse a gorgeously stylized sci-fi universe of an encroaching corruption. The action combat is incredibly fluid and responsive, seamlessly blending intense gunplay with agile dodging and varied melee strikes against a fantastic roster of diverse enemy types. What pushes this game to the absolute pinnacle for me is the evolution chamber system. Raising, mutating, and personalizing your Voidlings creates a deeply invested sense of ownership that makes every combat encounter feel incredibly rewarding. So that is the video. Which game is your favorite? Please let me know in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.